I'm Libby Rothschild, creator of Dietitian Boss. Welcome to my channel. My program empowers dietitians and nutritionists to create their own private practice from scratch and emboldens already established practitioners to think bigger. My method provides a step-by-step process to improve how you market yourself on social media so your practice can become far more profitable and help more people. Today, I want to talk to you about our client Natalie and her journey of becoming a dietitian boss. Her story may sound familiar because I'm sure many of us have the same story. Natalie got into nutrition because she wanted to help people. She found working in clinical difficult because nobody was happy to see her or wanted her help. And it was draining trying to help people who either didn't want to be helped or who just thought she was the person who was there for them to complain to about the food. When her boss said she couldn't leave until she cleaned up all the trays, she knew she had enough. She realized that this clinical experience is not what she wanted to do with her career. I had a similar experience when I was working in clinical. In my hospital, there was a gunman who came and killed a doctor and injured 6 others and killed himself. After being escorted out of the building by the SWAT team, I decided I had enough. The best thing that Natalie did was realize that she didn't want to help people in hospitals or long-term care. There's nothing wrong with deciding that. However, there's something terribly wrong with letting that fire inside of you die because you're not doing something that you love. Natalie had to look deep inside and truly find her why. Every one of us has a why, and I know none of us got into nutrition for the money, but believe it or not, there is money to be made in the nutrition business. If you're truly passionate about what you do and it's aligned with your why. For example, everything fell into place once Natalie realized her why. And she says she did her first diet at the age of 12, and now she works with women who struggle to lose weight. More specifically, she helps them heal their weight loss mindset and lose weight while still eating the foods they love. I want you to do an exercise with me. I want you to take a minute and remember why you got into nutrition. Was it because a family member had an issue with nutrition? Because you felt helpless at the time because you didn't know enough to help them? Or maybe it was because you didn't want to feel bad after having a slice of pizza. Whatever the reason, you invested a lot of time and money into your education to get to this point. And that's the first step, is realigning with your why. Why did you go to school? Why did you take this job? And why are you not fulfilled in your career? These are all valid questions that deserve your attention right now. That second step is to realize that the sky's the limit. And if you've ever been interviewed for a job, or you know how much money to accept during that interview as your base salary, many times the interviewer is trying to lowball you so they can get the most out of you for the least amount of money. And that's the difference between being an employee and being the boss, or more accurately, a dietitian boss. Ownership means you can make whatever amount you want. It also means you don't have to work outside of going to your child's school play or pick up an extra shift instead of going on vacation with your husband. When you own a virtual private practice and you're the boss, you set the standards and you set your calendar and you make the rules. The last exercise I'm going to ask you to do is to find your freedom number. How much would you have to make every month to be completely free from having to work for someone else? I did want you to write that number down, because that's the number we're going to be striving for when we work together. Natalie knew that to get to the next level, she needed a coach to help her get there. She said that one of the toughest things she had to do was show up on her Instagram live. But our team coached her through it, and now she shows up consistently. Plus, she says it gets easier every time that she does it. And here's the thing. There are a few vital steps you have to take to become successful in your virtual private practice, but unfortunately, you don't know what you don't know. After all the time and money you've invested in your studies, you're more than qualified to start your virtual private practice. Now you just need someone to show you how to make that private practice a dietitian boss private practice. To learn more stories about dietitian bosses like Natalie, I want you to check out this video.